Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we're looking at Bluekkomon. So we have a blue-based Ukkomon deck, and let's just get right into it. So we have our one copy of the Bukamon egg. This does give jamming, which is kind of nice because we have a lot of Blastaces in the deck, so this can kind of help keep them alive when we need them to. 4 copies of EX4 Missimon. On deletion, if you have a Digimon in play, draw 1. This is good because we're going to be flooding the board with rookies, and ideally, this will always net us a draw because we should have more than one Digimon on board. Then we go 4 copies of BT14 Gomamon. Start of main phase, trash any one Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. This Digimon can't be blocked for the turn, so that's a great way to get past blockers. And then the inheritable opponent's turn when this Digimon would be deleted, you can play a Gomamon from its Digivolution cards without paying the cost. This is going to help keep board presence against the opponent and make sure that we always have a body on board that we can swing with. 4 copies of Lunamon from EX5. This card has a really interesting effect. So start a main phase, you can return one of your Digimon to the hand to gain 2 memory, which is kind of just good because this enables you to drop a 3-cost Lui afterwards, promote another egg, and then you get 1 memory back. So you effectively spend the 2 memory to cycle an extra egg, which is kind of neat. Also, you can bounce this to your hand, put it right back on an egg, and use it to get extra draws. And we don't really care about the inheritable in this deck. Next, we have 4 copies of BT16 Ukkomon. When one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card or Tamer card among them to the hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck, then you may hatch in your breeding area. So this is just Ukkomon. We need Ukkomons to play our BigUkkomon, and this is going to help us find our pieces. So this is mandatory 4 of in the deck. 4 copies of the promo Ukkomon once per turn. When one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, you may hatch in the breeding area, then gain 1 memory. So we're just going to be shoveling rookies right out the front door. 4 copies of Ikkakumon. So when Digivolving, you trash any 2 Digivolution cards from your opponent's Digimon, and then when attacking until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with as many or fewer Digivolution cards as this Digimon can't attack. So we get a little bit of safety on board. We stop our opponent from kind of rushing us down if they're faster than us, and kind of stall out if we need to. And then the inheritable, when attacking until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with as many or fewer Digivolution cards as this Digimon can't attack. So this also does kind of the same thing when attacking. So that's really good for us. 4 copies of BT16 Gaogamon. When Digivolving, both players draw 1 card from their decks. Then if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hand, or if this Digimon has 3 or more Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory. So drawing a card is nice. More importantly, this has a jamming inheritable. So again, this is another way to keep our Blastace safe and keep pressure on board. So we can go into this, Blastace on top, and then swing our jamming check and get free damage. So that's really nice. 4 copies of Zudomon ACE. On play, when Digivolving, trash any 2 Digivolution cards from one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the hand. So this is just going to bounce anything that's sitting on board that we don't really want on board, which is quite nice for us. This can get past armors and a couple of other annoying floating bodies. So we do run this at 3. We run it at 3 because we have 3 copies of WereGarurumon ACE. So this one is on play when Digivolving, draw 1. Then if you have 5 or more cards in your hand, trash 1 card. That's fine. We're mostly using this to cycle, but the all turns effect, when one of your Digimon's effects adds cards to your hand, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't suspend until the end of their turn. So this also stops our opponent from swinging into us, which is a really nice piece to have as well. Then we go 3 copies of Vikemon ACE. On play, when Digivolving, Digivolve 2 on one of your opponent's Digimon, then none of their Digimon with 1 or fewer Digivolution cards can suspend until the end of the turn, and then when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 1 or fewer Digivolution cards. So we have lots of cards as strip sources, stop the opponent from attacking, and then if they try and actually get a swing in, we can Blastace into this, and then this is going to start mopping up the board, which is fantastic for us. 4 copies of the BT16 BigUkkomon. On deletion, return all Tamers to their owner's hands. Then you may play 1 Tamer card from your hand and 1 Ukkomon from your trash without paying the cost. End of turn by returning 1 Digi-Egg card from your trash to the bottom of the Digi-Egg deck. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. Then you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card from your hand to an empty space in your breeding area without paying the cost. So it's kind of like a mini DeathXmon. Ideally, you would have an Ukkomon on board. You have the 4-cost Lui. And then you sack the Ukkomon to put Big Ukko in Raising, and then you pump this out and it just starts removing bodies from your opponent's board. So it keeps their board small. We're stripping sources, we're stopping them from attacking, and then this could be getting all kinds of damage in while we do that. And if it does die, we basically get set up to put another Big Ukkomon right back in Raising because we get to play out an Ukkomon, and we get to play out another Lui. So that is fantastic. 1 copy of DeathXmon just to help us deal with Wideboard. 1 copy of Ice Wall because it is restricted to 1. All of your opponent's Digimon gain when attacking, lose 2 memory. 3 copies of Sourai. We are trashing lots of sources, and this is going to stop all Digimon with no Digivolution cards from attacking, so that is really, really good for us as well. And then we have 4 copies of the new BT16 Lui. Start of your turn, if you have 2 or less memory, set it to 3. Main once per turn by deleting one of your Ukkomon and trashing one of your Digimon in the breeding area. You may play 1 BigUkkomon from your hand to an empty space in your breeding area for a play cost of 3, so that is how we get our BigUkkomons. Usually we can also Digivolve it on top of a level 5, that's fine. But this is the faster way to get it on board. And then we have 4 copies of the promo Lui. On play, you can move one of your level 3 or higher Digimon from the breeding area to the battle area. And then when one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to battle, you can suspend this Tamer to gain memory. So this is going to help us shovel out our rookies, gain a lot of memory. The deck is super fun. You're just shoveling out rookies, you're stripping sources, keeping the board kind of controlled the best you can while you're pumping out damage. And then when you get the BigUkkomon on board, you're really, really controlling what your opponent can do. And it feels really nice. So let me know what you think about the deck in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.